How we doing, good people? And welcome to Montez at Midday. I'm your host, Dre Montez, on this magnificent Way Back Wednesday edition of the show. We're being brought to you by our title sponsor, the Weed Squad. Feel free to visit those guys at 8088 Watson Road. There it is, right there. If it's your first time tuning in, you can visit or follow us throughout the social media platforms. We have a page on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at W2B Dre Montez, as well as on YouTube. You can follow us on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Dre Montez. Or you can visit www.dremontez.com. Hope everyone is doing well today. You know what we got to do, high fives, chest bump. Let's hug it out. One of them good hugs. One of those good hugs right there. But how everyone is doing all right. I get a little hydrated here. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Congratulations. Happy anniversary. If you got a promotion, you deserve it. If you just bought a new car or you just got a vehicle or reliable transportation, congratulations. You're moving into your new place in the next coming week. There it is. You're closing on a house. No matter what, we're proud of you. We got your back as you go out the door today. Just be confident no matter what. As I said, it is Wednesday. And before we get into anything about sports at all, I just have observed something here the past few weeks, whatever. When you leave the house and you're feeling good, you know, you had a good night's sleep, morning's going great, everything's on pace, and you go out the door, you're smiling, you could be walking to your vehicle, walking to your job, whatever it may be, you're feeling good, and you walk by someone and you're feeling good, you got that powerful, confident walk going on right now. And you walk by someone that gives you eye contact and you say, "Good morning, sir, ma'am." And they don't say a thing. You stop. You turn and look sideways like that. Did I do something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Why isn't the feedback? Where's the reciprocation when that comes on that? When someone says good morning to you, there should be something that follows that. Normally, that back on this Way Back Wednesday edition of the show, think back to the days of yesteryear. If you're an adult now, think of your childhood days. Just think about those days and times when you walked out of the house and someone spoke to you. Did you speak back? But today it seems to be an issue. It seems to be an issue, and I'm not talking about you trying to flirt with a man or a woman, but just normal morning salutations. Good morning. How's your day going? The body language. After that initial, half second of eye contact and there's no verbiage back from that person and you stop and just turn. And their whole body language, just demeanor. They clutch their purse. They cross the street. They walk faster. They pick up the dog. I'm not just talking about black on white. I'm talking about the same race. We're just talking about human beings walking by each other in the morning, and no one gives that feedback. Now I want to take that a step further. You could have had one of the greatest days known to man or woman. You've had a great day, and you want to celebrate. You reach out and you contact someone that's in your family, in your blood, a loved one, someone you care about to share this information with. And somehow they turned that all around after listening to you calm down, explaining and why you're so excited. They would turn that around on you as though you did something bad. So what does that mean? You think you're better than me now? I'm quite sure I wasn't the first person you called. So what does that mean now? Not once did they say congratulations, job well done. How is that? And these are people that are in the bloodline, in your family, a loved one, someone you care about. We're going to go back to the old T-Mobile commercials. In your top 5 in your cell phone, you call one of those people to tell them about something wonderful that has happened, and they will turn it around on you. I've never realized how often that happens, but it happens quite often. And the ones that keep it to themselves, don't say anything to anyone, people wonder what happened to them. But the ones that tell you every time, people want to know what's wrong with them. That's funny. That's funny to me. But it is Way Back Wednesday, and I'm your host, Montez. Hope everyone is having a great day and morning and enjoying the work day. If you're at home, you deserve this day off. I remember back in the day, Wednesdays used to be the day to go out. There would be places around town you can go to. I'm talking about here in the Midwest, in the South as West. Places I've been when I experienced a Wednesday off. It was a day to look forward to go to work, to go to lunch, especially if you had a job that allowed you to drink at lunchtime. Then, of course, you're getting off work, and happy hour on Wednesdays was through the roof. They had food, they had free drinks, and they had drinks, and they had an evening DJ that would be there from like 5 to 8 on Wednesdays. Those days are gone. That's why it's called Way Back Wednesday. So that getting together, that enjoying the workday, enjoying your accomplishments, and getting together and just being appreciative of having a job, getting off work, talking about your day, eating free food, enjoying a free drink, the atmosphere, the music. I kind of miss those days. Now you have to be a part of something. You got to join this. You got to attend how many meetings? Why can't I just go? And don't get me started on the days of yesteryear of downtown. We had some cool places you could go. Take people. Be proud of. Invite other people there. Now we got to be cautious. We got to look over both shoulders because we want to make sure that place is going to remain open. But those are the days of Way Back Wednesday right there. And it seems as though we're thinking of Way Back Wednesday in the world of sports. The NFL is going through its same trials and tribulations as they do every year. There's always a quarterback that we're counting on that's still going to be that guy. If you can't move and you don't have enough time to sit in the pocket, bad things are going to happen. You have players that think they know more than the owners. They're going to tell them what they're not going to do after they've received X amount of dollars. Have they lived up to the bill, the expectations, the draft pick, the promise, the process? But now Mr. Ben Simmons wants to tell us what he's going to do. Is there too much power in the players in all of sports, or is it not enough? Well, if you look at some of these sports documentaries based on what they did in the early days of all sports across the board, something had to be done. But there's always going to be a winner or a loser when something needs to be done in sports, whether it's keeping the franchise in the town, keeping the player happy, moving the franchise, trying to win to benefit the fans and the media base. There's going to be a winner and a loser, sad to say. And watching all these documentaries on how sports used to be, how players used to be treated, how the forgotten fans were really, I guess, prejudged. And now moving forward, I don't think it's going to get any better. If you watch a Level Playing Field, the latest documentary on HBO, it just, I get it, it's a learning curve. History makes us better. Knowing the past gives us a better understanding of the future. I get all those cliches. But damn it, it's sad to watch. Because in the end of all of this, there's been a winner and a loser. More recently here in the St. Louis area with the St. Louis Rams, the St. Louis Football Cardinals. There was a winner and a loser. Not just the fans. A whole lot of people lost out on that. But look at the people that did not lose a thing, that became a member of the community that we call the Joneses. There's always going to be a winner when it comes to that rare anomaly. Someone's always going to make some money when a team is moving or a team is leaving, a player is staying or a player is leaving. Long as we keep that in mind, we won't get too caught up into things. But when it's a team or a guy or woman or a particular sport that we care about, have some passion about, we kind of get our chested. We burn hats. We burn jerseys. We say foul things on social media. You don't have to convince us like you do have to with the players and the politicians and the media. We're already bought into this. I lived in a town where a team was taken. I lived in a town where a sport came there. They didn't really know what to do when the sport got there. And these two towns were St. Louis, Missouri, and Charlotte, North Carolina. I may laugh and joke about it, but I hope they do a documentary when the Jacksonville Jaguars came in the league and the Carolina Panthers came in the league. Give them from both towns' perspective, from the Florida angle and from the South of Carolina. Because when football, the NFL came to Charlotte, North Carolina, I've never seen tailgating like that before in my life. It was different. It was comical. But over the years, they've gotten better and better and better. But there were winners in that, and there were losers in that. The different proposals that came across the board. It was crazy. So the things that happened in the 70s that we had nothing to do with, we were told to go to our room, close the door, go to bed. But now we can click, we can Google, we can go back, we can read. What did y'all do? And you call us not paying attention? It's right here in fine print what they said they were going to do, but you guys still allowed this? To what avail? Oh, the days of yesteryear of way back Wednesday. And keeping up that football twist, we go through this every year. The injury bug. You wanted to get drafted in the first round. But now is your time to shine and prove you're worthy of a first round pick. It may not have went the way you thought because people got injured in front of you. But you have to stay ready at all points. Stay ready. So there's going to be a few teams seeing their quarterback that they drafted for the first time. Are they ready? Time will tell, as Denzel Washington said. But I think, for the most part, they're setting you up to put you in a position to see if you can handle the heat that's coming. If you can handle, they're going to give you more things. It's like the attribute system on a video game. Once you clear this level here off, here you go. We're going to give you all this. Then you do that, we're going to give you all. You're going to move right on up the chain. But if you're showing promise that you're already at this level, then you're going to get this. We don't see the detailed practices until something goes bad. And not having an NFL team here that much now. Well, not having an NFL team here at all. Just going through one particular network to get a breakdown of what these players are really learning, trying to learn. Who can read a playbook? You have to go that route. But time will tell. Way back Wednesday edition of the show, Montez at midday here. I'm going to take a short break and a word from our sponsor, Mountain Man Scrub. Mountain Man Scrub.
Mountain Man Scrub. As smooth as a river flows. MountainManScrub.com.
Mountain Man Scrub.
Get your scrub on.
Alrighty, folks. All right. There we go. We're back. Get that Mountain Man Scrub today. All right. Don't know if you know the details of what we've been doing the past 2 weeks, but most recently, we're going to do the show on Fridays from a different location to bring some added value to the show. So you get a little bit more taste of that. And also, we created we have now Fantasy Football League, thanks to our sponsor, Tower Pub, located on Morgan Ford. And I do believe today is Aaron's birthday. So happy birthday, Miss Aaron. All right. Rob and Aaron are great people, and they are carrying the NFL Sunday ticket for the first time in 15 years. So there you go. There you go. As well, what we're doing, we're also have joined on to All Sports, All Plays, a live streaming show, ASAP Network, where I do a show on Thursday nights for the Thursday night football game, as well as Saturdays for college football. It's been a lot of fun, so you can check that out. Follow them on Facebook as well as Twitter and YouTube. ASAP Network, All Sports, All Plays. It's been a lot of fun with those guys. Knowledgeable crew. Very knowledgeable crew. Very, very, very knowledgeable crew. So on that footnote, for its knowledge, when it comes to the fun time of getting a new team or they're going for that name change, they have these wacky contests around town from radio to television, any kind of way they want to. They have a contest on you trying to pick the name. And most recently, we went through that with our future soccer team here in St. Louis. Should be a lot of fun. But we're at it again. The Washington football team has a few names they want to test out. I like this first one because of the design on the helmet. The Washington football team is thinking about becoming the Washington Football Armada. It has an anchor on the helmet. The second one, Brigade. It's a man in a helmet on the side of the helmet. This one here looks raw too. I like the name. Red Wolves. Ooh. But that could be an issue too. In this last one, Red Hogs. It has a fierce looking hog on the side of the helmet. So those are the four names that they're kind of dealing with the Washington football team. Armada, Brigade, Red Wolves, and Red Hogs. So should be a lot of fun on what they're going to try to figure out, if you will. Here's another one that gets me on this way back Wednesday edition of Montez at Midday. Are you the same person you were 20 years ago? Not just looks, I'm talking about personality, routine. You have the same job. Are you worse today than you were 20 years ago? And the reason I ask that question, when you change and it's not court ordered, it's not institutionally forced on you to make a change, but you change on your own. You do the change. Why is it so hard for other people to believe that you've changed? Yeah, you still walk the same. You still have the same grooming styles. But for the most part, you have changed, and you know that. Why is it so important for others to get it through their head that you've changed? But if it's court ordered or it was forced that you got to go away, or all them people got to come around and stand and think they know you better than you know yourself. If it's one of those, then they think they believe you. Why? For some reason, I feel like I'm between the ages of 8 and 10 years old today. I want to go on the why method. Why? Why? If we get to the main point of the why does it take you so long to tell me a story? Get to the point. You're not a comedian. You're not getting paid about this. I don't know any of the characters in the story that you're telling me. I don't know Stacy, Greg, Chris, or Malik. But just tell me what these 4 people did on lunch break that you're so mad about. Get to the point. I don't want to hear about what happened Monday or last Thursday. What happened that day? Why does it take so long? Why? Just get to the point. The why method. I saw it's probably an 8-minute documentary or a TED Talk on the why method. It's very interesting. Check it out if you get some time out there. And also, on that note of people not speaking to everybody. In The Joker, they talked about it, the movie. In the latest Ted Bundy movie with Elijah Wood, great movie. Check it out if you have time. But I think if you are in power or the one employees look to, you run the place or you sign the checks, you're a supervisor. I want you to do something. You probably haven't done this in a long time. In a long time. I want you to go around to each and every one of your employees and tell them thank you. Just go tell them thank you. Just thank you. Don't go over the edge. Just thank you. They're probably going to be amazed. You probably haven't spoken to 300-400 in months or years. Probably don't know them. I'm not telling you to find out about their day, ask about their kids, they love life. Just say, hey, thank you. You know, Greg, thank you. Chris, thank you. Michelle, thank you. Yolanda, thank you. You'll be amazed. Just let people know that you thank them for being there. Look at in the past 18 months, if more people heard that, even in the shutdown time, if the manager would have reached out, hey, family okay? You guys, hey, look, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. And we're going to get through this together. I guarantee you some of them employees would have come back. But some just pocketed the money. I'm going to look out for me this time. Some people just park their car in a designated parking spot, walk in the office, close the door, don't speak to nobody at work all day, and you the boss? You the supervisor? You can't speak to us? No thank you? No nothing? Just give it a try. You'll be amazed. The next time somebody in your house come home from work, give them a hug. Give them a hug. Show them the same type of love that the dog does, that the dog shows you. You know, kiss your kids on their way out. Walk them all the way to the bus stop. Wave at them as, so what, you're going to embarrass them. I guarantee they appreciate it. Again, I'm not telling you to go to the bus stop wearing that smelly robe, wearing them flip-flops, wearing those type of shoes, Dad. But just wave. Wave. Be appreciative of the moment. Be appreciative. Thank your employees. It could be a whole lot worse. Just thank your employees. And for the people that are working from home. If you work from home, people have the wrong idea of what working from home means. They think you're just lazy, watch TV all day, sleep, but you're actually working from home. It's just like being at a real job. It's just you're at home. You still have regulations you have to abide by. You can't look like you getting crunk up in the background. Your tire has to be right. When you're having a conference call or a business call, it has to have that setting. So when the surrounding people that know you are working from home, why do they do the things they do on this Way Back Wednesday? You know, 4 people on your block in the 4 houses in a row all work from home until at least 5 p.m. Why are you inviting your friends over, the ones that blow their horn and yell your name, come over to your house and sit on the front porch and talk as though it's Friday at 8 o'clock at night? Why is that? Think about the people that work from home. Not everybody that works from home is a quilt maker or a psychiatrist. They're legitimate, real type company employees that are working from home. Fortune 500 companies. I'm not telling you to walk on cotton, but damn it, in the words of Stephen A. Smith, be respectful on this Way Back Wednesday of the show. Because if you got to come outside in your underwear and yell at people, I encourage you to do it. I encourage you to do it in the nicest way possible. They need to put signs up in neighborhoods. 30% of the neighborhood is working from home. You know? Again, I'm not telling you to walk on cotton, but goodness, man. Goodness. I have seen some nightmare stories get posted on social media when it comes to people working from home. Whether it's their friends, their families. Remember back in the day, you were allowed to take the work laptop home. And you got a company cell phone. But we always had that one friend that would send you that chain, nasty-ass email. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And you wonder why they had to take social media off of company-owned laptops because of your one friend. I'm going to go with Todd. Everybody has a Todd friend where Todd would send that chain nasty email link and you click it and oh God, now you got to turn the volume down, turn your speaker down, look over your shoulder, stand up over your cubicle. Who heard that? Glad those days are over. St. Louis Cardinals is baseball team. Every August or September, this team always have us in a water cooler conversation. Do you think they're going to do it? And the first thing we say, if we can get this pitching together, get a consistent lineup together, and get some valuable wins and take advantage of the teams that have a worse record than we do. We have to win those games. I think the last 10 games they've done that. They have given us an uproar conversation. Those conversations where you're making plans about what's going to happen in September and possibly mid-October. Could this be the year again? Talk about an exit strategy. Talk about who's on this team. Talk about what has happened numbers-wise when you're trying to go to the Hall of Fame of Cooperstown. Seems like Wainwright knows when to throw that pitch. See, when you're young, you're just throwing the ball. You just throwing whatever the catcher tells you to throw when you're a young Major League Baseball player. But when you get a little bit of IQ and understanding what your role, what your job is, understanding how deadly your pitch can be. Not every pitch needs to be a strike. Once you get that through, your career can be so much better. But not everybody is meant for that. They can all tell you that if you pay attention to MLB Network and some of these great stories that some of these former Major League Baseball players have told us about understanding when you get that baseball IQ, what to do with it. And I think this team has a lot of guys that bring that veteran leadership to the table. Now, I'm still out here on Mr. Lester. Congratulations on 200. I still got to talk to Harrison Bader eye to eye. See, figure out what's going on with him. But for the most part, this team is getting that Disney feel to it again. Everybody's looking around like, okay, wait a minute now. Was this supposed to happen? Well, this is the part when the improbable becomes the impossible. This was not supposed to happen 3 weeks ago. They had a 1.5% chance. Now they had a 95% chance. In 3 weeks that happened. You can't tell me grown men don't close the door, turn the music off, we gotta talk type conversation in sports. Yes, they do. Some others take it a little bit more serious than others. But when that conversation is had, you can tell who's been paying attention. I don't want to go out like this. This is my last year in baseball. Let's go out and fight. Hey, I like playing with you guys. I want to be here next year. Let's go out and fight. I'm finally a part of this team. This is not what I heard. And now what I see, I want to be a part of this. Let's do some shit. I could see that going on in the locker room. Can you feel that conversation? Can you feel that type of conversation? This is like that moment in the movie Major League. Let's win the whole damn thing. What's the worst thing that can happen? Could piss off a lot of people in Vegas. Gives a fuck. But this town, we need this right now. We need this big time right now. Real talk. I mean, there's some teams out there, some franchises. You had your moment. You had your moment. Your Padres, you had this. Yankees, you had this. Boston, you've been there. St. Louis, it's time to do this again. But let's do this thing a little bit more historically fashioned. They're talking about age is nothing but a number. That veteran leadership, they know when to utilize their body at the right time. I feel you, LeBron James, as a Laker fan. Everybody's saying that's the AARP team of the NBA. AARP team of the NBA. The Lakers are. Well, if you put those old bodies in the right spot to use their points per minute at their right advantage, and the youngsters come on and know their role, hey, when you know your role, it makes it a whole lot better. Here's the plan. This is for you. Go home, study. Okay, got it. But if you're just coming in there and don't know what to do, it's gonna be like, wait a minute, what's where I gotta be? What do you mean fend them off? What do you mean fade back? Post down. It's gonna be gone. Not saying this is the smartest move ever. I mean, we've seen an NBA team try to play without a center the whole year. Didn't have a guy over 6'8" the whole year. There was really an NBA team that tried to do that. We've seen sports teams get built just based off your stats. They almost won it. We've had a team put together based off of income. We've had a team put together based off potential expectations on the future. We're not going to draft nobody to come in here and mess this up. We've seen all of this through sports. All of it. So the surprises that we're having right now so early with the NFL season, as I pointed out, with trying to understand what Pittsburgh's doing, knowing what they were getting. If you didn't make an improvement here and this man didn't get younger, Mike Tomlin, it's time to stop smelling yourself. It really is. It really is. Ben Simmons, the fans, and that's it. Because I'm not going to say you're friends. You don't have friends. We've been trying to tell you this since your days at LSU. But now we wrong. Okay. We're going to watch and see how this unfolds. Is the power too strong in the NBA for the players? And with this college football season right now, is it what you thought? Or does everyone got a chance? Did last weekend, the way the top teams played and competed, did it really make you think and say, wait a minute, I think everyone has a chance this college football season? Well, we're going to talk a whole lot more about college football on Friday and also on Saturday's show. That's through All Sports, All Plays, right there, the ASAP Network. Again, don't forget to follow us through our social media platforms. We have a page on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at W2B Dre Montez. And also, you can follow us on YouTube, Dre Montez. And we also host a podcast, Who's to Blame? Wherever you get your favorite podcast at, just type in Who's to Blame. You can get it there. But if not, we're on Google Play, Tumblr, Spotify, iTunes, Anchor as well. But you can always visit www.dremontez.com. We will be posting the latest episode of our podcast today, as we do post a new podcast every Wednesday. Excited about the Cardinals' upcoming homestand with the Chicago Cubs. That may be a documentary. If everything goes the way it should go, St. Louis, this could be something special for us as well. As I mentioned, check out that Elijah Wood movie about Ted Bundy. Wow. Just fascinating. Fascinating. And I have some, if you have a child that you're looking at right now, you're saying he or she is going to be special when it comes to sports, and we got to do this thing right. If you have a child, or maybe yourself is in the music career, I have some words of advice for you on Friday's show. Be sure to tune in Friday. I'm going to do this at the beginning of the show. This is very important. I got to get out there. And Friday, we usually get a little cut loose. Because these last two documentaries I've seen on those two right there alone, I got to get the word out. So Friday, be sure to tune into that. And I'm going to tell you right at the beginning on Fist Pump Friday, you have that athletic child, male or female, or that musician, artist, someone that gets paid to sing or play music or dance or whatever. I have very, very valuable information for you that I'm going to share with you Friday. So be sure to tune in for that. Other than that, kids, it's Wednesday. Get out there and enjoy this weather. Let the dog out, huh? Take your bra off. Gentlemen, no underwear today. Don't forget, you're at work. Tell your employees thank you. Tell them all. When they're getting their check, shake their hand. Give them some eye contact. I didn't say get nobody no money. I just said thank you. Let them know you appreciate it. More importantly, guys, don't forget to appreciate the details of the day. And in the words of my great-grandpappy, 2 wrongs don't make a right. They make a left turn. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. I'll holler. Peace.